Hi, I am Stefan Ukrainsky and welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. Today we will be covering the Flyers winning in Newark, St. Joe's flying over Princeton, Owls football losing bad in Texas, and the Eagles getting their feathers plucked. At the end, I will make my picks for Week 14 of the NFL season. Owen Tippett had 2 goals and an assist, and the Philadelphia Flyers defeated the New Jersey Devils 5-3 at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey on Saturday. Travis Konecny and Trevor Segars each had a goal and an assist. Travis Sanheim had 2 assists, and Dan Vladar made 29 saves for the Flyers, who have won 3 in a row and 5 of 6. Dawson Mercer had a goal and an assist. Jesper Bratt had 2 assists, and Jacob Markstrom made 27 saves for the Devils. Final score, Flyers 5, Devils 3. Good luck to the Philadelphia Flyers in their next game against the Buffalo Sabres on Wednesday. Deuce Jones had 17 points and 9 rebounds in St. Joseph's 60-58 victory over Princeton on Sunday. Derek Simpson added 13 points while going 4 of 7 and 5 of 5 from the free throw line and grabbed 5 rebounds for the Hawks. Austin Williford went 3 of 3 from the field to finish with 7 points. Jackson Hickey led the Tigers in scoring, finishing with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jack Stanton added 14 points and 4 steals for Princeton. Landon Clark also put up 9 points. Final score, St. Joe's 60, Princeton 58. Good luck to the St. Joe's Hawks in the Big 5 Classic. Drew Mestemaker threw for 366 yards and 3 touchdowns, including a 77-yarder to Cameron Dorner, and number 21 North Texas wrapped up a spot in the American Conference Championship game with a 52-25 victory against Temple on Friday. The Owls pulled even at 7-7 on Evan Simon's 4th down touchdown pass to Ryder Kush in the first quarter, but the Mean Green scored touchdowns on their first 5 drives. The nation's number 1 offense in total yards had 366 in the first half, on the way to a 35-7 lead, and they never relinquished. Final nightmare score, North Texas 52, Temple 25. Thanks to the Temple football Owls for a very exciting season. We will have to wait until September for the Owls to return to the gridiron. Kyle McGonaghy rushed for 130 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift ran for 125 yards and a score. And the Chicago Bears finished with 281 yards on the ground to win their 5th straight game, 24-15 over the wheeling Philadelphia Eagles on Friday. Swift scored against his former team on a 3-yard run and a 7-0 lead. The Bears led 10-3 on a field goal. Jalen Hurts hit A.J. Brown in the 3rd quarter for the 33-yard touchdown that made it 10-9. McGonaghy ran for a 4-yard touchdown that made it 17-9 early in the 4th. Caleb Williams added the insurance score with a 28-yard touchdown pass to Cole Kmet for a 24-9 lead. Philly's Jalen Hurts threw for 230 yards and a pair of touchdowns to disgruntled receiver A.J. Brown, who had 10 catches for 132 yards. Final ugly score, Bears 24, Eagles 15. Better luck to the Philadelphia Eagles in their next game against the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday. I did not do so well in my picks last week. I went 2-4, getting the Packers and Cowboys right, missing the Ravens, Eagles, Colts, and Steelers. It's Week 14 of the NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Dallas Cowboys versus Detroit Lions. The Cowboys won 31-28 to Kansas City. The Lions lost 31-24 to Green Bay. I predict the Cowboys winning in Detroit. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Baltimore Ravens, a battle of the AFC North. The Steelers lost 26-7 to Buffalo. The Ravens lost 32-14 to the Bengals. I predict the Ravens winning in Baltimore. Washington Commanders versus Minnesota Vikings. The Commanders lost 27-26 to the Broncos. The Vikings lost 26-0 at Seattle. I predict the Commanders winning in Minnesota. Indianapolis Colts versus Jacksonville Jaguars, a battle of the AFC South. The Colts lost 2016 to the Texans. The Jaguars won 25-3 at Tennessee. I predict the Jaguars winning in Jacksonville. Cincinnati Bengals versus Buffalo Bills. The Bengals won 32-14 at Baltimore. The Bills won 26-7 at Pittsburgh. I predict the Bills winning in Orchard Park. Chicago Bears versus Green Bay Packers, a battle of the NFC North. The Bears won 24-15 at Philly. The Packers won 31-24 at Detroit. I predict the Bears winning at Lambeau Field. Check in next week and see how we all did. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio, or through the podcast app, or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC and streaming online at super1360WNJC.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Let's Talk Sport.